Ahead on Fast Track News, Purdue may soon see a small hospital and ER on campus. We'll explain where the plans stand and where it could be located. Plus, a basket full of love, or hey, just a sign of friendship. There's a popular new way to show you care coming from Purdue Dining. And how about the Boilers? Mackey was rocking this week and we were there to capture the action. Fast Track News starts now. Happy Friday, Boilermakers. It's February 11th and I'm Jaden Rusi. Topping the news this week, a deal to bring a hospital to campus is in the works. That's what Purdue President Mitch Daniels told the Board of Trustees at a virtual meeting last Friday. Here's what we know. President Daniels told the board this potential micro-hospital would be located near the corner of US 231 and Airport Road. That's in the Discovery Park District. And local media outlets are reporting that it would include an ER, along with a surgical and imaging center. Currently, the closest hospitals in Lafayette are IU Health Arnett and St. Elizabeth East. Both are more than 15 minutes away from campus. There were additional big news items that came out of the Board of Trustees meetings last week. Here to break that down is Marcus Truccio. Marcus, what else did we learn?
Yeah, Jaden, the first Board of Trustees meeting of the year was marked by a lot of big changes coming to campus. On top of the hospital and emergency room, several multi-million-dollar projects were approved. A $20 million donation from an alumnus, Sam Allen, was approved to be put toward a new clubhouse at the Burke Boilermaker Golf Complex. This facility is to be named after Pete Dye, world-famous golf course architect and longtime Indiana resident. According to PurdueSports.com, this was the largest cash donation in the history of Purdue athletics. Another $20 million project that was approved is the new greenhouse phenotyping facility. The university says it will add nearly 5,000 square feet of research space. We're told 4 old buildings will be demolished and the 4-season greenhouse will be built in its place. Marcus Truccio for Fast Track News. Back to you, Jaden.
Thanks, Marcus. In addition, the board also approved President Daniels' pay metrics. Those metrics are used to determine part of his salary, known as his at-risk pay. To weather now. After a wild week last week that resulted in several inches of snow and canceled classes, meteorologist Stephen Abshire updates us on what we can expect this weekend. Stephen?
Thanks, Jaden. And luckily, as we move later on into this weekend, we won't have to worry about snow like we did last week. But as you've been outside today, a lot of rain's moved through the area, but that is going to taper off as we move later on throughout today. Today's going to be a high of 39. We're going to have mostly cloudy skies still as we move later on into the afternoon, and that rain's going to begin to dwindle. We do have a slight chance for some flurries to begin to mix in as temperatures drop later this evening, but mainly going to be rain as we move later on into the afternoon. Winds are going to continue out of the southwest around 14 miles per hour, 70% chance for rain moving into the afternoon, and sunset tonight is going to be right around 6:18. But as we take a look at what's been moving through and what will be moving through later on into today and into Saturday, this rain system is going to continue to push off to the east, bringing a few flurries behind it, but off to our west behind it. There really is no precipitation that we are going to be worried about. But for our weekend outlook for this weekend, partly sunny on Saturday, but we're going to be very cold, 10 to 15 degrees below average, just a high of 24 and a low of 9 moving into Sunday. And it's not going to be much warmer on Sunday either. High of 22 on Sunday with a low of 9. Partly sunny skies. We do have a slight chance for some more flurries on Sunday, but again, nothing really accumulating or sticking on the ground.
It's a little chilly to be thinking about Boiler baseball and softball, but some exciting news for fans came out this week. Purdue Athletics announced the addition of 2 new, large video boards that are being installed at both Alexander Field and Bittinger Stadium. These 2 state-of-the-art Daktronic boards will be unveiled for the upcoming season, and Athletics says they were both made possible by support from alumni and the John Purdue Club. Are we finally turning the corner in the Omicron surge? According to the Protect Purdue dashboard, it appears the overall positivity rate is going down. That number is down to 16% over the past 7 days, a slight downward trend on the graph. Total active cases on campus, approximately 250. Purdue Dining and Culinary launched a new service last semester, and is serving up a special treat for Valentine's Day. Reporter Abby Meyer shows us how boiler baskets are made and how you can get one.
Hi, I have a boiler basket for delivery.
Okay, thank you. I'll email the student. Let them know it's down here to pick up.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
A special delivery well worth the wait. This is just one of many catered baskets that are being delivered to lucky students around campus. Purdue Dining and Catering launched the Boiler Basket program last August, and their popularity has continued to grow this semester. Over 200 of their special Valentine's Day baskets will be delivered between now and Monday, making it their most popular basket to date. Each custom Valentine's Day basket comes shrink-wrapped with beautiful Valentine's Day ribbon and a personalized note from whoever sent you the package. Inside, you'll find a water, a coffee, black and gold mix, Parmesan crisps, 2 cake pops, 2 brownies, and 2 cookies. Baskets can be ordered online using the dining and catering website and can be personalized for any occasion. Ricky Glaze, the manager of special events for Purdue Dining and Catering, says the baskets are a great way to remind students they are appreciated.
Really, because we marketed to parents, it ended up being a lot of moms sending them to their sons or daughters, a lot of sons, but just, reminding them that, hey, they're loved and people are thinking about them. And I've seen them from dogs, I've seen them from everything. Like, people get really creative with them. So I guess that's been kind of surprising as well.
They are then hand-delivered all over the campus community, including dorms, apartments, and Greek houses. It is best to order at least 7 days in advance to make sure they are delivered on time. In addition to the Valentine's Day baskets, there are plenty of other good options to choose from, such as the Boilermaker, Get Healthy, and Good Vibes baskets. For more information about the baskets, you can head to Purdue's Dining and Catering website and social media pages. Reporting for Fast Track News, I'm Abby Myers.
Thanks, Abby. Although no more orders are being taken for Valentine's Day, you can still order a boiler basket for delivery after the 14th. And probably not too early to ask your family to send you one for finals week. Hint, hint, mom and dad. Coming up, seniors could especially use one of those boiler baskets. It is a stressful time for them as graduation is just 2.5 months away. Learn how one Purdue student is coping with the stress after the break. Plus, we'll take you inside the paint crew. What does it take to be a superfan? Fast Track News is back in less than 2 minutes.
Being involved in the 3-year program at Purdue made it easier to say to myself I could get done in 3 years. The 3-year program helped save me a ton of money. Not completing my 4th year, I would save around $30,000. It will give you an advantage, if anything. Doing the 3-year program at Purdue has shown me that I have motivation to do whatever it takes to get my degree.
Part of what makes Mackey Arena so special are the fans. When it's loud, it's really loud, and the student section can really impact the game. Sean English takes a look at what it takes to be part of the paint crew.
In 49 states, it's just basketball. And this school and its fans take it to a whole nother level with our student section, the paint crew. Meet Gage Miller, president of the paint crew. Gage, can you tell us what it takes to be a great paint crew member?
Being loud, being rowdy, being ready to cheer on your team. We have a reputation as being one of the best, if not the best, student section in college basketball, and we really think that the noise is really what sells it.
Can you explain the process of paint crew members getting their seats and how you guys keep it fair for everyone wanting to watch the games in the paint crew?
The setup for our lottery. The lottery is what we use to determine where people will sit. Everyone signs up with a group. They get a number, and we have lottery balls, and we draw, and whatever number we draw first, that group gets to sit up front.
We've heard from the president, but let's hear from the students who line the hallways of Mackey Arena waiting for their games. We caught up with Purdue senior Mark Schuler and asked his opinion on Mackey Arena.
Mackey's the greatest atmosphere in college basketball in the entire nation.
Molly Carroll also comments on our unique fan atmosphere.
Our paint crew and the student section and all the fans here are absolutely insane compared to any other.
I'll let the paint crew close us out. This has been Sean English, Fast Track News.
We'll have more on both Purdue men's and women's basketball in just a few minutes. Not to scare you seniors, but we're only 2.5 months away from graduation. This time of year, during your last semester on campus, can be pretty stressful. In addition to doing well in your classes, you're also thinking about life after Purdue. Reporter Bella Vina introduces us to one Purdue student going through that, and her advice on how to cope.
With about 3 months until graduation, some seniors are really feeling the stress. Whether this be due to work, classes, or the job search process, this can be a really trying time for some students. Madison Kindred is a senior majoring in sales. Currently, she is taking 4 classes while interning at SkyPack.
It is a balancing act, trying to manage my time with my classes, the internship, and then also just looking for jobs there. So I think the biggest part of that is just time management and making sure I'm making time for everything and kind of making lists and checking off each of those tasks each day.
Classes and work aren't the only things on Madison's mind. There is also the job search that she and many other seniors are currently going through. Madison explains how she has used her resources on campus, like her college's career fairs, to help aid her in this process.
I would say the most helpful resource during the job hunt has definitely been the career fairs that Purdue provides. So that's given me several opportunities to interview with companies and also receive a few different offers. I think at this point I have gotten 3 offers, which is really great, but not wanting to settle at this point. So continuing to pursue different opportunities that come my way and interview at as many places as possible until I find that right fit.
Whether you visit the CCO or talk to your academic advisors, there are a number of different ways to make this time less stressful and more manageable. For Fast Track News, this is Bella Vina.
Thanks, Bella. If you find any kind of stress too much, remember there is help available. Counseling and Psychological Services offers a variety of resources from one-on-one counseling, group therapy, and online resources, including the WellTrack app. Find out more by going to purdue.edu/caps. And for help landing that first job, consider a campus career fair. Several hundred students met with recruiters and company representatives this week to find internships and jobs. 7 career fairs have been held in the last week, and another 3 are scheduled later this month. This year, many campus career fairs have been moved to an online or hybrid format due to the COVID-19 pandemic. According to the Center for Career Opportunities, or CCO, over 60% of students who graduated in 2020 had accepted a job before they graduated. You can find more information on the CCO website. Good luck to everyone attending careers this month.
Taking a look at what we've been seeing across West Lafayette recently, a lot of this snow is beginning to melt. This was taken at the Union yesterday, but with this rain that we're seeing today, and as it's going to get warmer as we move later on into the 7-day, this is going to be the site. A lot of snowy patches and some grass beginning to move in. But as we take a look at what's coming up when we come back after the break, how long will the cold last into this weekend and into next week? Above high average temperatures as we move later on into next week, and the possibility of an end-of-the-week storm system. We'll be right back with Fast Track News. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the hourly forecast for today. By noon today, it's going to be 39 degrees, and we are going to see that rain continue to linger with a 75% chance for rain. But as we move into the afternoon hours by 3, just a 30% chance with a high right around 39 degrees, and we continue to move on into the evening. By 6 o'clock, again around a 30% chance, but temperatures right around 38 degrees, and into the overnight by 9 o'clock, 34 degrees, and by midnight, 28, when we are going to have some flurries as we move later on into the overnight, but nothing really accumulating onto the ground. As we take a look at the national forecast for today, a low pressure system off to our north is what's bringing all this rain and snow to parts of the Midwest. This will continue to track off to the northeast, bringing some chances for some snow to the northeast. It's already gotten a lot of snow in the last few days, but behind this system is a high pressure system that was going to be moving our way, bringing us some cooler temperatures, but it is going to stay dry for this weekend, so it is going to be relatively nice compared to what we're experiencing today. For Mackey Arena for that game against Maryland on Sunday, it's going to start out pretty cold. Our forecast for inside Mackey is going to be loud, but outside it's going to be quite a chilly walk to the game. At 10 a.m., it's going to be mostly sunny with just around 20 degrees for the feel outside. By 1 o'clock, which will be tip-off, partly sunny skies with 22 degrees. And by 4 o'clock, when you're leaving and heading out of the game, it's going to be partly sunny with temperatures right around 23 degrees. I wanted to bring back what we experienced last week in terms of snowfall because it was a pretty major system that moved through. Up in northern central Indiana, we were in that 12 to 18 inches of snow range, which is quite a lot and about a once in 5 to 10 year occurrence of having a snow quite that large, but most of central Indiana, all the way down from Louisville up to Indianapolis and up to Lafayette, saw measurable snow. And this brings us to where we were this time last year. Right around Valentine's Day last year, we got 8.5 inches of snow across West Lafayette, 8.8 at the Purdue airport. By this time last year, we were already at 19.5 inches of snow. This time this year, we're only at 13.7, so we do have a little bit ways to go, but they ended last year with 24.5 inches of snow. So I know it's going to look nice as we move later on into next week, but hey, winter's not over just yet.
I'm Jack Saria, and coming up next in sports, Mackey was loud. I mean 118.4 decibels loud. Highlights from the big win over the Illini are next. And the women didn't quite get the revenge we were hoping for in Bloomington, but they got a much-needed victory on their home court on Wednesday. Fast Track Sports is straight ahead.
Being involved in the 3-year program at Purdue made it easier to say to myself I could get done in 3 years. The 3-year program helped save me a ton of money. Not completing my 4th year, I would save around $30,000. It will give you an advantage, if anything. Doing the 3-year program at Purdue has shown me that I have motivation to do whatever it takes to get my degree.
Mackey Arena's finest came out strong last Saturday to witness their Boilermakers take down the Michigan Wolverines for the first time in over 4 years, despite the efforts of Michigan center and former Big Ten Freshman of the Year award winner Hunter Dickinson, who tallied 28 points. Matt Painter and his Army were able to prevail. Leading the way for Purdue, not surprisingly, were Jaden Ivey, who scored 23 along with his 7 assists, the big man Zach Edey with 13 and 9 rebounds, and off the bench senior Trevion Williams contributed with a solid 19 points and 8 boards. And that was just the beginning of a big week for the boys at Mackey Arena. And now we go to the biggest game of the week when Illinois came to town Tuesday night for a 9 p.m. tip-off against the Boilermakers in a blacked-out, incredibly loud Mackey Arena. The battle for first place in the Big Ten was a back-and-forth game most of the night, including an Illinois lead at the half. However, it was only a matter of time before sophomore guard Jaden Ivey decided to take matters into his own hands for Purdue. Ivey put up an impressive line of 26 points, the most of any player on the court that night, as well as 6 assists and 4 rebounds. Ivey continues to prove why he should be one of the most feared players in all of college hoops, while simultaneously improving his NBA draft stock, which he is projected to go significantly high in. And don't be deceived by the final score of 84-68 Purdue. The Fighting Illini fought their hardest throughout most of this one. Phenom center Kofi Coburn delivered big time with 18 points and 7 rebounds. Andre Curbelo, the guard out of Puerto Rico, had a big night as well with 15 of his own. And Alfonso Plummer also contributed with a solid 14 points. It's pretty tough to keep up when the arena you're playing in reaches a whopping 118 decibel level. Illinois demonstrated why they are still a big-time threat come Big Ten tournament. Nevertheless, the Boilermakers are looking to maintain prowess in the Big Ten and hope they can keep it rolling through March. The Purdue women's team secured a much-needed victory over Penn State Wednesday night. Katie Geralds and the Lady Boilermakers ended a 3-game losing streak and improved to a 14-10 record. Big performances behind Ricky Woltman and Madison Layden provided just enough for a tight 81-77 victory. Both players scored their career high in points, and Woltman also achieved her second career double-double. The Boilermakers look to carry their momentum this Sunday against the Wisconsin Badgers at 1 p.m. in Madison. And finally, this Sunday is special for a couple of reasons. A little something called the Super Bowl will be airing at 6:30 on NBC, but for Purdue fans, this game has a little bit more meaning to it. Good luck to former Boilermakers Bryson Hopkins, Marcus Bailey, and Ricardo Allen as they will be suiting up under the bright lights this Sunday. Hopkins plays tight end for the Rams, while Bailey and Ricardo Allen are both on the defensive squad for the Bengals. No matter what happens, a Boilermaker will be getting a ring this Sunday. Back to you, Jaden.
Thanks, Jack. Up next, we got our final outlook with Steven. We'll be back in a moment.
Monday and Tuesday as we move into next week will be nice, but what we're tracking right now is this storm system that we'll be moving through in the later half of next week, bringing us a chance for a lot of rain and some snow on the tail end. As you can see on Wednesday night, this is going to start as rain and push off to the northeast, but behind this system is going to be snow, and we are a little far out to be able to tell exactly where that rain-snow line might be, and if this system tracks south, there is a chance that we get a good bit of snow, but right now it's looking to be pretty warm as we move later on into next week, so a lot of rain as we move into Thursday and Friday. But taking a look at the 7-day forecast, by Monday it's going to be sunny and dry, high of 27 and a low of 15, so that high pressure system is going to be parked right over Indiana. On Tuesday, that's definitely going to be our nicest day of the next 7 days, mostly sunny and warmer, high of 41 and a low of 34. On Wednesday, that rain's going to finally begin to move in, mainly into the overnight hours, a high of 51 and a low of 25. And by Thursday, expect a lot of rain to begin to move through. High of 55, so well above average for this time of year, but it won't be necessarily nice with all that rain, and a low of 27.
Purdue Fast Track News is back, and we are so excited. We have rebranded all of our social media accounts, and we are now active on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Follow us along there for behind-the-scenes content and a look at our news stories coming each week.
Thanks for joining us for this week's newscast. We'll be back next week with more of your campus news. I'm Jaden Rusi. Thanks for watching this production of Fast Track, brought to you by the Lamb School of Communication.